remember the days we saw purple haze. 1 and 1, and 1 is 3. Hey, hey, baby, what you do to me?
Here's Roger Christie, and maybe you could tell me what your association with Philip has been and what's...
Frederick.
Frederick, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Frederick is a fairly new member of the THC ministry, about 3 months, I think. He saw my ad in the newspaper, asked to be ordained and to join up, and so I made that happen and showed him how to accept the separation of the benefits of the separation of church and state where it comes to cannabis sacrament is concerned. So Frederick got the paperwork in his hands, in his wallet, and then was out enjoying his life when he got stopped at a roadblock, a traffic stop, and he can tell the story from here, what his experience was at that traffic stop.
How long ago was this, Frederick?
Oh, it's about 3 or 4 weeks now.
Mm-hmm, about 3 weeks.
Yeah, about 3 weeks and a half. And came to a traffic stop. I guess when they check, the registration, make sure everything's okay with the car.
Here in Hilo?
Yeah, right in Hilo, going down to 4 miles. So there was a little roadblock, and they stopped him, and they saw my little joint or whatever. So they asked me to step out the car, and they searched my car. And when they searched my car, they gave my wallet. They look at my THC ministry card, and honestly, the police officer said he don't even want to deal with it. He just gave me my card, my joint back, and told me to leave. He said he didn't want to deal with the paperwork, and just told me to leave.
You're kidding.
I swear. He said he don't even want to deal with it, and just left. He just told me to go.
Now, did he find your THC ministry card, or did you bust your THC ministry card out?
He opened my wallet.
He did?
Yeah, he opened my wallet because I was still, he was searching me and I can't move. And he busted out and he seen it himself and he looked at it, showed him my ID with it, and he said he don't even want to deal with the paperwork.
Really?
And he said, just go, I didn't want to deal with the paperwork because my license, everything was concurrent with the car. And he said he didn't want to deal with it, so he just left.
Really?
So he said, just go.
That's pretty incredible.
I thought so too.
Really?
Because I'm going to be honest, my heart was pumping for a minute. But I was like, oh, cool, well, I can go ahead and smoke my joint.
So have you talked with other members of the ministry who've had experiences like this?
Not recently, no. I can't say. Because I know a lot of people, by surprise, a lot of my friends are part of the THC ministry that I never knew. But they're using the card to its fullest effect and going by the guide rules and the lines. So legally, everybody is in the right state of frame of what to do, abiding by the THC ministry laws and versus the government laws. So everybody's a winner. So therefore, the police and the government can't say anything. So as far as I know, that anybody that's part of the THC ministry is living very suitable without getting harassed. So everybody's living comfortable.
And people can find out about getting their THC ministry packet from www.thc-ministry.org.
Right.
Frederick, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, no problem.
Aloha.
Other people, but was allowed for religious purposes. So yeah, the history is rich, and many cultures have a word for cannabis or hemp in their language, and even Judaism in the holy anointing oil. You've heard on this show from Chris Bennett and others that research now concludes that the holy anointing oil of Moses included cannabis or cannabism as one of the active ingredients.
Wasn't there something on the BBC recently?
Just last week.
What did they say?
That Jesus healed using cannabis in his ministry. I've got the story here from The Guardian. It also played on the BBC. It said Jesus was almost certainly a cannabis user and an early...
Jesus was a cannabis user.
Jesus Christ, the Christ, was almost certainly a cannabis user and an early proponent of the medicinal properties of that drug. According to a study of scriptural text published this month, The study suggests that Jesus and his disciples used the drug to carry out miraculous healings. It makes perfect sense. We all know the benefit that cannabis has on glaucoma and people that are suffering from spasticity and multiple sclerosis and all kinds of ailments. Cannabis is the miracle healing herb. It is the botanical messiah. And it's here to feed all our hungers: food, clothing, shelter, medicine, fuel, sacrament, and so much more. It's just obvious to some of us, and now it's being covered in almost a mainstream way by the BBC and the Guardian newspaper. So I'm thrilled that this enlightenment is coming to planet Earth at this time. It's a very exciting time.
So you're I don't know what they call it, an optimist.